Hey y'all, we're back to my channel, and today I'm going to be teaching you how to make this super cute sweet potato ruffle hat with the whipped cream on top. You're welcome to do it without the whipped cream, but I think the whipped cream is such a cute addition to the hat. We're going to jump straight into materials and then get into the tutorial. Toodles! For this tutorial, I'll be using Red Heart yarn in the shades white for the whipped cream, carrot for the base, but you can use whatever color for the filling or base, and then buff for the crust, aka the ruffles. I'll be using a 5mm hook for the base and the first few rounds of my ruffles. Scissors to cut my yarn. I'll use a 6mm hook for my last round of ruffles and some elastic for round 12. You don't have to add elastic, and you also don't have to upsize your hook for this hat. Those are totally optional. Now we're going to get into the tutorial. We'll be starting out round 1 with a magic circle. After we finish our magic circle, we are going to chain 2, and that does not count as a double crochet. Next, you're going to put 12 double crochets inside of your magic circle, and once you get all 12 double crochets in, remember, don't count that chain 2 as a double crochet. Once you have all 12 double crochets in your magic circle, pull your magic circle closed with that short tail. Pull it tight, but not too tight to break it. And then you are going to slip stitch into the top of the chain 2 you did to start your round, or you can slip stitch into your first double crochet. Sometimes I do either or. It's not going to really compromise your work, so whichever one you choose is fine. Next, for round 2, we are going to chain 2. We'll start each round with a chain 2. We're about to start increasing, so in our first stitch, we are going to put 2 double crochets. Again, chain 2 does not count as a double crochet. And in every stitch for this round, you will also place 2 double crochets because we're increasing to make our hat bigger. You should end this round with a total of 24 stitches. Please make sure you have 24 counter stitches if you have to. Now, for round 3, we are going to start by doing a chain 2 as well, and we are going to continue increasing. So in that very first stitch, we're going to place 2 double crochets. That is going to be our increase stitch. And in our next stitch, we are going to put 1 double crochet. And you'll be repeating the cadence of doing 2 double crochets in one stitch and 1 double crochet in the next all the way around. Remember, you should end this round with a total of 36 stitches. Again, count your stitches if you have to, but 2 double crochets in one stitch, 1 double crochet in the next should land you with 36 total stitches. For round 4, we're going to start off with a chain 2 as normal, and we're going to put 2 double crochets in our first stitch. That is our increase stitch. In the very next stitch, we are only going to place 1 double crochet, which is just like round 3, but in the next stitch, we're going to do 1 double crochet as well, and we will be repeating from the increase. 2 double crochets in one stitch, 1 double crochet in the next stitch, and 1 double crochet in the stitch after that. That is the cadence for this row. When you're doing this pattern, remember 2, 1, 1. And once you finish this round, you should have a total of 48 stitches. Again, please count your stitches. You do not want to be off a stitch. It will make your hat look a little weird, and we don't want that. So next, we are going to start round 5 with a chain 2. For this round, we're going to be putting 2 double crochets in our first stitch, and then in the next stitch, we're going to do 1 double crochet. And in the next stitch, we're going to do 1 double crochet, and in that next stitch, 1 double crochet. So the cadence for this row is 2 double crochets in one stitch, 1 double crochet in the next, 1 double crochet in the next, and then 1 double crochet in the stitch after that. It's like round 4, except we're adding 1 double crochet to this pattern. You'll notice we did that for every row. That's how you increase linearly. Now, you want to end this round with a total of 60 stitches. That's all I do for increasing. If you would like to make the base bigger, you're welcome to do another round of increasing, but I find that 60 stitches is pretty good for most adult size, well, teen and adult size heads. Now, for round 6 through 12, we are done increasing, so we're going to chain up 2, and we are only going to be putting 1 double crochet inside of each stitch. Just 1. Again, if you want to increase more, you can. You'll repeat this until you have a total of 12 rounds. Now, round 12, I do add elastic. I will show you guys how I do that. If you want an in-depth tutorial, comment below, and I will give you guys one. But if you don't want to add elastic, it's not required. I just prefer it for my ruffle hats. So if you don't have elastic, that's fine. But I do like to add elastic because the ruffles tend to stretch out the hat and or hang on the hat without elastic. Here you see me measuring out 22 inches of elastic. Sometimes I do a little more than 22. You can use scissors. I'm using a box cutter right here because my scissors were nowhere to be found. That tends to always happen. But we are going to start with a chain 2 like we did our normal rounds. Remember, this is round 12. Now I'm going to take my elastic and I'm going to place it in between my hook and my yarn. And then I'm going to finish my first double crochet like normal. Leave about a fingertip or an inch, maybe to even 2 inches of the elastic out. because if it does come out while you're crocheting, you will have to redo the entire round. Next, you're just going to continue like normal. You're just going to be crocheting over your elastic, similar to crocheting over a yarn tail. And once you finish crocheting over your elastic, I do like to tie it in a few knots. I normally try to do at least 2 knots. If I'm doing it for a customer, I do 2 or 3 knots. For me, sometimes I only do 1. I've never had anyone say the elastic came out with just 2 knots, so it should be pretty secure. But once you tie it up, you're just going to finish your round by slip stitching. I'm going into that first double crochet, which you can too, or you can go into the chain 2. Like I said earlier, it doesn't really matter, but sometimes I just do either or. It depends on if I'm paying attention seriously. So now that we have finished this round 12 and added our elastic, we're basically done with our base. And this is what the base will look like after a total of 12 rounds. Now, if you want to do more rounds for the base, you can. I find 12 is just enough before I go in to add the ruffles. Now for the fun part, I am switching over to my buff yarn to start the ruffles for my hat. Again, you can use whatever color you want, but I find this was the closest color to like a pie crust from Red Heart. Again, we started with a chain 2, and for this round, we're starting our ruffles, and we're going to be doing 3 double crochets in each stitch. So in that very first stitch, we're going to do 3 double crochets. I do typically take my time with my first few stitches of the ruffles because I want to make sure I'm crocheting over my elastic so it doesn't peek out. Normally, once you do the ruffles, though, you can't really see the elastic, so the color of the elastic really won't matter once you finish your ruffles. Again, 3 double crochets in each stitch. You can do more if you would like a more ruffled look, but I wanted to just do something basic, like not too much, but just enough. Once you have your round completed with 3 double crochets in each stitch, slip stitch into that first double crochet or chain 2 to end your round. Then chain up 2 and repeat the process. Round 14 and 15 will be the same as round 1 for the ruffles. Chain 2, 3 double crochets in each stitch, slip stitch into your chain 2 or your first double crochet to end your round. Now, I did upsize my hook. You can see I'm using that 6mm. You're welcome to do that for a fluffy look. If you don't want to, you don't have to. This is what the hat looks like with the 3 rounds of double crochet for the ruffles and then the base. I did do elastic in my base. I'm about to go ahead and do the whipped cream, show you how to make that so we can add that to the top so it actually looks like the pie. If you want to stop here, you can. I've worn this hat out so much without the whipped cream, but I want to add the whipped cream just to give it that pie look so you know it's supposed to be a pie. But she's so cute. Like, it is so cute. I love it. Now let's make the whipped cream. I left about 12 inches of yarn out before I did my slip knot so that I could use that to tie the whipped cream in the back. Next, if you want a small whipped cream, you want to chain up 12. If you want a bigger whipped cream, chain up 17. We will be skipping the first 2 chains on the hook because we're using the double crochet stitch. So again, if you want it smaller, like the pumpkin hat I'm going to show you, or the one that I had at the very beginning, do 12. If you want it bigger, do 15. Once you have your chains, this is a chain of 17 in total, but we are going to then skip the first 2, so we'll be technically working on the 15 chains, and then we are going to be doing 3 double crochets in each stitch for this entire first round. And you'll do this until you finish the entire 15 chains. Once you finish, you'll end up with this cute little spiral. And next you are going to chain up 2, turn your work, and you're going to repeat the process of doing 3 double crochets in each stitch for the entire second row. Again, if you want to do a different pattern, you can. Once you finish the second row, 3 double crochets in each stitch, you are going to chain up 2, turn your work, and in this round I actually did 5 double crochets in each stitch. If you don't want to do 5, you can do more or less, it's up to you, but I think the 5 gives it that extra curly bounce that gives off the whipped cream look. And once you're finished, fasten off, and I'm going to show you how to add the whipped cream into your hat. This step will be easier, I will say, if you have a yarn needle, but you can do it without a yarn needle. I'm not going to use one in the tutorial. Okay, so this next clip is sped up. I didn't do this fast, so don't be mad or don't think it's weird if you're not doing it this fast. Now, this process will be easier with a yarn needle. I'm just showing you you can do it with your crochet hook. You're going to feed in one of the tails of your whipped cream to the opposite side so that you could tie them on the back for security purposes. If they're on the same side, one side will be a little like loose. Once you have them pulled through, and this part right here isn't currently sped up, but once you have it pulled through, you are going to place it like in the middle of the hat, and you are going to use your hook to pull the yarn through the hat and pull it into the inside, and you are going to essentially tie those pieces together. Once you get them both on the inside, Now this part is sped up again, LOL. Take your time. This actually isn't that long of a process, but I just felt like the clips are a little too long for the video. But then you tie them in the back. I wanted to make sure I liked the placement before I tied it, so double check your placement to make sure it's in the middle. Then you're going to tie the pieces together in the bottom of the hat, back of the hat, inside of the hat, whatever you want to call it. Tie them together. I did a couple knots, like maybe 3 or 4. Oh wait, I think this one's number 4. Yeah. And even though it's on, if you look at it, it's still a little loose. So I am going to fix that by feeding my yarn back through the top of the hat, just one piece. And then I'm going to repeat the process of like feeding it through like the sides of the whipped cream, what we did to start it off. That way it'll have a little bit more security. And then I'm going to essentially feed it through like I did before and then pull it back through the bottom to tie it to the hat. You're going to repeat that process until you feel like your whipped cream is secure enough. If you want it to be a little wobbly, you can. I mean, whipped cream isn't necessarily the sturdiest thing ever, so wobbly is kind of realistic. But I just didn't want it wobbling too much. Like, I didn't want it leaning to the side, really. It can wobble or bounce, but I did not want it leaning to the side. That's why I did it that extra time. And again, I'm just bunching it through a couple pieces. I'm not even really being super picky about it. And you're just going to pull it through. And once you pull it through, again, this will be easier with a yarn needle. My hook did get a little stuck. Maybe if I used a bigger hook, it would have went a little easier. But I mean, we got the job done, okay? But pull it through the whipped cream pieces, and this next clip is sped up, and you are going to tie it through the bottom of the hat like we did at the beginning of the hat. I kind of got tired of the yarn being weird with the hook trying to pull through, so I just pulled it through with my fingers. And again, I'm pulling it through some more whipped cream or yarn, LOL, just to make sure it's secure, because I do not want it leaning to the side like what is that? Like the Leaning Tower of Ibiza, Leaning Tower of somewhere. I don't want it like that. Okay, tie it in the back. And I didn't even like tuck or hide my yarn tails. You're welcome to do that at a later point. But that is it, guys. So this is just another variation of the pie hat. I used a bigger hook for the last round of ruffles. I used a 6mm, and then I did a bigger chain. So my first chain for my sweet potato hat, I did 10. This one I did a chain of 15. But I did do the 3 double crochet in each stitch for the first round, 3 double crochet in each stitch for the second round. And then for the third round, I did the 5 double crochets in each stitch to get it a little bit more fluffier to kind of go with the ruffle size. But yeah, so you can play around with the ruffle size as you want to. You can play around for both the ruffles and for the whipped cream, and it'll just make it bigger. So if you want it bigger, do more ruffles and or do more chains. If you want it smaller, do less ruffles and or do less chains. All right, guys, this is how the hat turned out with me adding the whipped cream. You can make the whipped cream bigger if you would like to by just doing an initial chain that is bigger than the chain I did. I did a chain of 8 and went into the second stitch from the hook, so you can just do a longer chain if you want it to be bigger. I think this is big enough to where it doesn't take away from the actual hat and the ruffles and whatnot, and it still gives off like that sweet potato pie look. I love how this turned out. Let me know if y'all make this hat. If you have any questions about the tutorial and the steps, comment them below, and I will try my best to walk you through it and explain it for you. Thank y'all for watching. Comment the other videos y'all would like to see, and I will see y'all in my next tutorial. Toodles.